Hi, my name is Susan Avishai, and I'm talking to you from my home in Toronto, Canada. I was thrilled to get into Quilt National this year. It was the first time I had applied, and I did so because the work I was doing was a little bit of a departure from the work I usually do. My quilt is called "Where Do the Children Play?" And you might recognize that line from an old Cat Stevens song. Anyways, the piece shows a very abstracted treatment of bombed out buildings in Gaza during the last 2 years. It was the Israeli response to the Hamas massacre in Israel on October the 7th, 2023. Of course, a scene like this isn't limited to Gaza. It could be any urban landscape that's in ruins, Kyiv, Dresden in the Second World War, even 9/11. The tragedy is the devastation and the loss of life on both sides of any conflict. I felt particular despair for the sheer numbers of people being killed. The little kids that were running and climbing over cement ruins of their homes, for the parents carrying wounded children, and when even the hospitals were targets, for the numbers of amputees, for the houses that were turned to rubble. I'm not really taking a stand, pro or con, for Palestinians or Israelis. My stand, I think, ultimately is against killing children. So without showing them directly, I hope you can sense the way that I feel, my sadness over the loss of innocence, the loss of dignity, the loss of life. I felt it was important not to tell viewers what to think, but to have them feel what I felt. The piece is made entirely of recycled old clothes and found scraps of fabric, because recycling textile waste is another one of my issues that I care a lot about. I think in the last few years, my ideas about the purpose of art have veered sharply away from the pretty, the decorative, and more into the political. The advantage, I suppose, of getting old and doing what you want. So thank you very much for listening. Bye-bye.